Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Pure Farming 2018. We are in the process of irrigating our field here, and then once the irrigation has been completed, we've just got to wait for the field to grow. That's it. That's all that will be left. We've just got to wait for the crop to grow, and then we can do the harvesting and so on. I'm hoping before we actually start the harvesting that we will be allowed to have some hired help to assist us. That would just be wonderful. Now, there was a small update to the game before I started playing. What the update was, though, I'm not quite sure. I can't tell you about that, because I didn't actually read the patch notes. But, yeah, so there is a slight update. I'm still getting the sort of, the catching with... There you go, see, the graphics, it just seems to slightly catch as we move around. I would think that maybe I had the graphic settings too high, but that does seem a little bit odd considering what my computer is normally able to do with, you know, just about any game. So I very much doubt that it's the graphic settings just for my... I mean, it could be. It could very well be. It could just be that the graphic settings for this one are just a little bit too much for my PC to handle. I may try dialing a few things back a bit next time and see if that offers any improvements in the situation. Yeah, it's just kind of a wait and see situation. It's not going to take very long to finish doing this field, and then once we've done this, I'm not really sure what we're going to do. You know, we've got the rest of this field to finish, and well, I guess that there will be some other tasks for us to attend to while we're waiting for the crop to grow here. We've got to move 8,000 kilos of wheat to the granary. I don't remember how much we've got back in our main store. We may have that already in storage, but I'd be very surprised. I would be very surprised if we've already got enough wheat in the storage to be able to do this, but you never know. I've been surprised by things before, so we'll wait and see. It does take an awfully long time. I've pressed the button like before I start driving into the field. It does seem to take quite a long time to actually start the spray coming out the back of this tanker, which is alright, I guess. It's just a bit of a nuisance when you... Because we've got a limited amount in the tanker itself, you don't want to be wasting it. You kind of want a more instant... Right, I press the button there, and then it takes until then before it actually starts coming out, which is sort of... It's a bit too delayed, I think. Having used tankers in real life, well, not a water tanker, but it's the same principle as a slurry tanker. I mean, this may as well be used for slurry as well. The delay isn't that long. The delay doesn't take that long to start spreading stuff out the back. It does go pretty quick once you start the PTO up. It's a lot faster than that, and it doesn't quite go at full stretch right at the beginning. It will take a couple of seconds just to ramp the pressure up, but it does do it so quickly that it shouldn't make that much of a difference. And it does seem to take quite a long... There is a long delay on this one, so that is... It's a little bit frustrating. It's a little bit... because at the moment it's not really going to be a problem, but when we're later on and we want to make sure that we cover a field with slurry or something like that, and we're really tight on the stuff that we've got, you don't want to be stopped at the end of the field when you switch the machine on and then start moving after that, because you put a whole load of material onto the same spot and it stops instantly. I tried stopping it a little bit early then, and it stopped absolutely instantly. So the stopping is not a problem, but starting... See how slow that is to start up, and then I've left a little bit on the end of the field that's not quite done. I mean, it's minimal. It is minimal. So hopefully this is something that they will address at some point. I've left another little tiny strip there. I'm going to get in trouble with this. With these little tiny strips, I got a feeling that I'm not going to quite finish the field, and I'm going to have to go back round and do it again in order to finish the irrigation properly. Seriously? See how long it takes to start. Right, so we found something there that is seriously irritating me at the moment. The rest of it, we have encountered some slight issues with the time it took to do this quest with the ploughing and everything, but that I think is a minor detail. I don't really mind at all, because it's kind of like it's a small thing, and it's just introducing us to the game, and we know that there's going to be hired help unlocked at some point in the game anyway, so it's not really an issue. I'm going to have to go and get some more water now, because we have just run out. We haven't quite got enough to finish this. So if we head on down this way... I thought I pressed the turn on cruise control. Oh, cruise control has now changed to caps lock instead. Why has it changed to caps lock? It was shift. But now it's changed to... Yeah, that seems a little bit odd. Have they done some other changes as well? We got hide menu F1. I'm not going to hide the menu at the moment. I'm keeping that out just so it does seem to be quite useful being able to see what we're doing there. Vehicle selections is tab. That's the same. Map, tablet, cycle camera. Radio on off on 4. Lights, windscreen wipers. No, they've just changed it to caps lock. And you can see the catching of the graphics still. That is still going on. So that hasn't quite been attended to yet. I'm assuming it will be at some point. They do seem to be working hard to make the updates to this game come through pretty quickly and correct any issues that seem to be coming up. We'll just bring that one on through there. I spin round like this. And... Ooh, I'm going to get caught. Nope. It's okay. We made it through. So we can go 23k with this. It seems to be as fast as we can go. So I'll turn the cruise control on and it immediately slows me down. I don't like that it slows you down so much with the cruise control. It puts the engine revs right down, and so it really slows the entire vehicle down as well, which is something that's a little bit frustrating because you don't want to have your finger on the button the entire time while you're driving. So we'll see how that works out later on in the game when we're doing some other things, like when we're driving around with some bigger machines or driving around with trucks or something like that. Because if you're driving around with a truck or a lorry, whatever you want to call it, and you're delivering grains, you're gonna want to be able to have more control over the cruise control. You're not going to want to just do little tiny bits of cruise control. Now the next big question is, are we going to be able to finish this field? I think I'm going to have to see. It's almost done. I don't know if I'm going to have to go back and do some of the bits that I've missed, or if we can just do some little bits up through. If I can just do one more bit up through here, is that going to count? There we go. I have to stop. Oh, it's done already. Okay, transport 8,000 kilos of wheat to the granary. So let me just get off the field a minute, so we're out the way of that one. And we'll look at our mail. Pull up there. Okay, V to look at our mail. There we go. We've got emails. Click on there. Waiting for the crops. You've done all the basic work required to successfully grow crops. Now all that's left is to wait until the wheat is fully grown and it's ripe for harvesting. While waiting for the crops to grow, you can start other tasks on your farm or accept some side tasks. By undertaking side tasks and working for your own money, you'll increase the prosperity of the surrounding regions, leading to new investment opportunities as well as new farmers willing to ask for your help. Excellent. Planning. Planning your work on the farm is crucial. If you receive a large order for wheat, you could sow it on all of your fields. This way, you'll be able to quickly meet the required quota. But before you do that, it's always good to check the current situation on the market in case another product is in higher demand. Maybe it's worth sowing one of the fields with barley in case it turns out to be more profitable at some point. Consider your options. The decision is yours. If you ever have problems with your cash flow, remember you can take out a loan. And workers, at last, from now on you can hire employees to work on your fields, up to 5 people at the same time. To hire a worker, you must first prepare a set of machines appropriate for your task, then go to the field where you want the job to be done. Remember, workers can only be hired for tasks in the fields, not related to your quests. Does that mean that I can't use a worker in this field right here later on? I got a bad feeling about that. Right, anyway, we are looking at the map at the moment, and we don't own this field. This field is not ours. I don't think it is. There, field 3, your property. Field 1 doesn't say that it's my property. I got a feeling I don't actually own that field. That one over there, I don't own that field either. So we've only got one field. Solar panels up there. Value 50,000 monies, euros. I'm sort of looking around some of these other things. Maybe we should get some investment into the chickens. We could get those unlocked. We've got rabbits there as well. Ideal, we can grow rabbits. I like that. Apples. Oh no, your property. Apples, pears, plums, tomatoes, cabbages, and peppers all up here. So we could go and take a look at that, see what's on offer. We know the water is over there. So field 3. Now, field 3, we've got wheat. Well, we've got straw down on the ground. So maybe that ought to be our next task. We've got the water bowser here. This thing's... It's me. It's sort of jumping all over the place with the camera at the moment. So let's go and take this one back to our farm. We've got a couple of machines there in that shed, which we're not going to use at the moment. We'll run this one back to our yard, and then when we've done that, we can take a look at getting something. I don't know if we've got a machine at the moment that we can go and pick up the straw with in our field. If we can get that straw picked up, we ought to be able to sell it somewhere. I don't know where, because we don't have cows at the moment. Sheep are not available on this map. I know that much. Whether the rabbit cages require something. What's this over here? Well, we've got... Oh, this is pigs here. Right, so we could do pigs. And then further in here, we've got chickens and rabbit cages. I'm going to go and look at the chickens and rabbit cages. This here is, I'm assuming, potatoes. That would probably be potatoes and sugar beet in there. There's our field. I need to have a look at the map a minute. I may have missed it. Yeah. Oh, I see. We came that way. The chickens, the rabbit cages are in there. There's the cattle in that bit in there. Value 25,000. Rabbit cages are 5. That one there is 5. We've got 35,000. Let's go to the shop and buying agricultural materials, machines. This is what we want. Is it under other? Ah, there we go. So there's a Metaltech Roto there. What about balers? Oh no, it's that there. Right, we got a round baler that we can use. There is a... Oh, required level 3. We can't use any of these. Well, that's not very good. Okay, we can't use any of those. Combines is not going to do us much good. Required level... Are we not even level 1 yet? Apparently we're not even level 1. Cultivation. Required level 2. We are not allowed to buy any of those. Trailers. Required level 2. So we can't buy extra trailers. There's that one right there. And... Well, hang on. It says required level 1. Now available. Okay, I don't quite understand what that means. I'm guessing that we've got to go to level 1 to be able to buy it. But they've just given us an extra one that we're able to get right now. That might be how it works. And then we got pickup. We got a few trucks. So we do have... There's only one forage wagon available. 10,000 litre capacity. It costs 30 grand to buy. There isn't a small one. I was hoping there might have been a smaller one, but there isn't. So we're not able to do that. That's a level 4 machine. So it looks like the straw that we've got on the ground at the moment is lost. We are not going to get that straw back. Player progress path. Next level. Unlock vehicles 20. Unlock devices 27. Right. The straw is gone. We are not going to be able to get that straw back. So what we are going to do is we're going to go and park this one up and transport 8,000 kilos of wheat to the granary. Oh, we've got to bring 8,000 kilos to our own granary. We're not supposed to be... We can't take it somewhere else. We've got to bring it here. Okay. All right, well, that does kind of make sense, I guess, considering what else we've been doing. That trailer is empty. So we'll drop this one off a minute. And then I'm thinking that we could go and get a plow. And we could set the hired help going, ploughing up that field right there. That might be the best way to do it. Let's stop there. And detach rear device. So we'll go back over to that shed that we were working at. And we'll grab the plow. We'll bring that one back. And then we can set a hired help going. And then once we've done that, then we can take a look at the rabbits and the chickens. Because they seem quite cheap. The cows is 20 grand for the cows. That's a little bit more expensive. So I don't really want to start working on those yet. I'd rather save my money a little bit. I don't like the way the cruise control works. It slows you down. To use cruise control in this one slows you down. Whereas in Farming Simulator, it stays exactly the same speed as if you've got it on... You can choose whichever speed you want. So I really, really hope that they address this soon. And make it just a little bit easier to actually get around the map and things like that. But, I mean, for now, we won't really concern ourselves with it. So I want to come into here. And I want to get this one. So we've got wheat growing here. So if I attach that rear device there. we go. We got wheat growing in this field. It's a bit patchy, but it should be alright. And once we've got that wheat done, that'll be most of like the quests and stuff. So I'm not going to worry about any more of it for a minute. Let's go. Yeah, we'll keep going on this way. Wheat growing there. So we're going to want to plant something different than wheat in the field that we've got over here. Now we've already harvested wheat from that field. I'm thinking barley. Well, I'm thinking barley might be good, but at the same time, what other crops can we do at the moment? We've got the Great Plains cedar. Oh, I know how we can tell. If we look in, hang on, you need to press V for this, and then you go to the vehicle store. Is it under cultivation? No, if the seed drill, yeah, Great Plains, right there, required level 2. Is there another Great Plains? Small one? Oh no, that's the plows as cultivators. What is that? Redlands Champion. I don't even know what that thing is. Got a bigger drill. That's a potato harvester there, I think. And that looks like a very old potato planter. The look of it. See, it's got the ridging plows on the back. It's a very old potato planter. That's a bigger potato planter, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, I say fairly sure. It's kind of guesswork at the moment. So we got a really huge, great big one there. Maximum working area, 8 meters wide on that one. And then we got this one right here, so we can't buy it. Information. There. Cedar. Compatibility. Caterpillar. Use on small and medium. It doesn't actually say what crops you can use in it. Alright. Let's go buying agricultural materials. So we've got wheat, rye, barley, potatoes. That's it. Wheat, rye, and barley. Okay, so we've done barley. Well, no, we haven't. We've done wheat. Barley we've also done in Farming Simulator. We've done wheat and barley all over the place. So I say that we grow rye. We'll plant some rye over here, as long as we can get the seeds. We're not going to worry about that right just at the moment. I need to unfold this one while we're going along. There we go. Unfolded. And now I'm going to bring it over to the very edge of the field right there, like this, there, and stop there. Just back up a bit. And then I will move the device down. Like that. How do I get the worker to work? Where's the worker? I should be able to have a worker. If I start ploughing... Right, it's ploughing the straw in. We are losing this straw now. Maybe I've got to move into the field a little bit more. That might be it. It's 2% ploughed at the moment. Okay, if I stop there... Oh, no. V is not lift. Z is lift on here. So we got to lift it. Then you've got to fold it up once you've lifted it, like that. And then, and only then, can you rotate it with that one, like that. And then after you've done that, then you can lower it back. No, you've got to unfold it again, like that. And then you can lower it down. Right, so it said... It's just saying, well, where's the hired help? It lied to us. Email, look. Workers. From now on, you can hire employees. To hire a worker, you must first prepare a set of machines appropriate for your task, then go to the field where you want the job done. Can only be hired for tasks in the fields not related to your quests. Is this one related to my quests? Maybe that's what it is. I've looked through controls and everything else that I can find, and I can find nothing related to using hired help. I think it was press H anyway for hired help, but I'm not getting anything at all. So I'm assuming that for some reason we're not allowed to use it in this field. I don't know why we wouldn't be allowed to use it in this field, but it does appear that we're not allowed to. So I'm just going to climb out. I'm just maybe... No, it's not there either. Right, that doesn't work, and I've got no intention of sitting here and ploughing up another field. It's just going to take too long. So we'll leave that one running where he is for a minute, and we're going to run... We're not going to leave it running. We're just going to leave that one parked right where he is. And we're going to go over here, and we're going to take a look at the rabbit cages and the chickens. So what do we got? So we got a rabbit cage right here. There doesn't seem to be anything that we can do with it. How do I... His value is 5,000. And nothing. Nothing at all. It's the way that it keeps sort of catching on the camera and then spinning it round really fast does get a little bit frustrating here. It means that I can't sort of stop things quickly. What about over here? Does this do anything? That doesn't do anything at all. That's the chickens. It just says that we've got a value on it, but it doesn't actually let us build it yet. I wish you'd stop doing that. Okay, so we got nothing. We got nothing that we can do on there either. So maybe we need to be looking for a job somewhere. How do we find jobs? Can't remember now. I have a master plan. My master plan involves leaving that field right where it is and not worrying about it for a minute. And we're going to go and drive all the way over to this other field over here. It's a very, very small field. 7,000 euros that it costs to buy. I'm not quite sure why it's all in euros. We're supposed to be in Montana, aren't we? Is there an option to change that? Advanced. No. Gameplay. Unit system metric. Time display. Braking. Turn off. Effects. Graphics. Video. No, apparently there isn't. There is no way to change that. So we are euros here in Montana. I didn't realise that you used euros in Montana, but there we go. I learn something new every day. Now, we'll go over to this field right here. And what I'm hoping is, if I go there, right, detach, move. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so let me just move over a little bit further. I don't think I own this field. Do I? Field value, 7,000. So is there a space I can go to actually purchase the field? Maybe if I move here. Map. Hide map. Right. We're looking at the map a minute. I want to go there. Maybe, can I buy that field? Or maybe I already own it. No, I don't think I own it. It just says field value. This one here, it says your property. It's got it quite clearly printed all over it. Whereas that one there, it doesn't say that it's my property. But there doesn't appear to be an option to buy said field. I suppose I could always just, yeah, no, I've got no information coming up on it. Okay, so that master plan has failed miserably as well. We're having much luck with this today, are we? Right, this is enter the vehicle. That one doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. I wonder if I lower the, let's just lower the plow down a minute and see what happens. We can do any, it doesn't do anything at all. It's because we don't own the field, right? Because when I was plowing in the field that we did own, plowing in a different direction, it gave me new plow lines in a different direction, so I know that it's not actually working here. I'm going to dump you right there. And we are going to... no, I don't want to do that. I want to go to this one. Was this where we got the jobs from? Right, the jobs on the map. I've got a pear harvest over there. And down there, we've got a barley harvest. I got a feeling we'd have to take our combine all the way over there to do that, but I'm not quite sure. Can we teleport over there? I think you had to press E to go there. Was it? Oh no, that was to place a marker. No. Enter. No. I don't actually remember what the control was to get there on the map. Because there was a way that you could teleport to stuff on the map, wasn't there? I think there was. Right, well, we'll ignore that, and what we'll do instead is if I go to there and we go through to this one, we will drive over to that point on the map. I think I left a marker on the map, and we have a pickup here. People did say before that I had a pickup, and I mentioned not having a pickup or something, and yeah, several of you got quite frustrated at that because I do quite clearly have a pickup here, and I just wasn't paying attention. Again. But never mind, never fear, I am paying attention now. See, I have my pickup, and all is well with the world, except that I'm going to get stuck. Let me just grind to a halt there. It would help if I actually went in the right direction, I suppose. Right, let's turn round. That's just taking me round in a great big circle. Let's turn round again. There we go. A 25-point turn, and we will head up this way. And it should just be straight along here. We shouldn't have to go any other direction. There's windmills there. I'm going to ignore all of that. And we're going to head over here because there was a job up here for harvesting. There was one which was harvesting barley, and then there was one which was picking apples in the orchard. And it's around here somewhere. So where is it? Oop. Okay, I didn't want to do that. Fortunately, we don't take damage when we smash into things, which is quite useful. Now, is this the one? See, we keep getting this whole glitchiness, and the glitchiness is getting really frustrating, I've got to be honest. Hopefully, it's not going to stay here forever. So what do you got, then?
Let's do some business.
I need to catch a plane to Colombia. Business, you know how it is. Colombia? Isn't that like the drugs capital of the world? I'm not quite sure. I might be thinking back to the 80s when, you know, all the films, if anybody went to Colombia, it was related to drugs. I don't know if that's still the case. So if it's not, I do apologize to anybody from Colombia that's currently watching. I have a task for you. Could you harvest the barley from my field? It would be a pity if such a wonderful crop were wasted. Once you've harvested the crops, you need to deliver them to the warehouse near the train station. Not for free, of course. What do you say? We got 3 hours. We get 10,000 euros if we do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do that. I got too much else to do. And this wasn't the quest that I came for. Where's the quest that I did come for? Look at my map a minute. Oh, it's right up the other end of the orchard. Okay, let's go and get into our truck, and we'll see if we can actually do the quest that I came here for, which was to go and pick the pears. I don't know if we need machinery to do this, or if we do it by hand, or what. Mind you, if we do it by hand, this could take quite a while. I was kind of hoping that they might have the machine to help us do it. We'll see. Let's come up here. Slide to a halt. Get out and come round. Oh, no, he's behind me. There he is. I can do this. There we go. Right. Some pears left to be picked from my orchard, but my employees are having a day off. The client is waiting. No one's willing to work, even for a higher rate. I can't lose his client. If you lend me a hand, you can easily earn a considerable amount. What do you say? Attach the trailer. Pick up the pears from the orchard. Deliver the pears to the warehouse. We've got 1 hour. 5,000 euros. Right. Attach the trailer. Maybe I should decline. Let's have a look around a minute. Where's the trailer? Where is the trailer? Do you see a trailer? Because I can't see a trailer. It might be that we got to bring our own trailer over here. So I think in order to sort of play this one safe, we'll go and get our trailer, and then we can bring it back up this way. So I want that one, and I'll hitch my trailer on as well. Then we'll drive back over there, and hopefully that will work. The harvesting quest, I got a feeling that we need our tractor up there as well as our combine in order to be able to do it all. I don't think they provide machinery for us. We'll find out, though. I'm going to get this one hooked on, and then we'll drive this one all the way up to that quest field, or the quest orchard, I should say, and then we will see. I have a tractor and trailer here, so then we can leap out a second. Let me just stop. There we go. Right, now let's leap out, and we'll speak to him. Go on, go forward. Run. There we go. Right. Attach a trailer, pick up the pears from the orchard, deliver them to the warehouse. Accept. Right, now, I need to... It's K and L to slow time, so I'm going to slow time down to number 1. We have received a mail, so let's go and see what the email is. There we go. Picking up the harvest from the boat. It's time to collect the crops from the farmer from the pear orchard. For the farmer from the pear orchard. With the trailer attached, drive close to the box in the orchard and load the pears onto the trailer. Right. That sounds simple enough. Where's the box? Got to bring them over here. Oh, there's the pears down over there. So we go racing down this way. All the way down here. Pick up the pears from the orchard. And then once we grab these, we just load them straight into our trailer. And then we can run straight back up. The warehouse, I'm assuming, is just that little tiny shed that's right next to us. So we put this one up to here. There we go. Start the pour. Fill them right up. There's a nice lot of pears there. I'm not sure how many we're supposed to be moving for him, but I mean, we've got a... How much have we got? 8,000 kilo capacity in this trailer. Deliver the pears to the warehouse. You received a new email already. He's quick with his emails, this guy. Now unload the crops from the trailer at the warehouse. Repeat this until you have stored all the pears. Transfer goods to warehouse is H. Right, let's come out of there. There we go. So we just go whizzing back down here. Is that it? Seriously, he's paying us 5,000 euros to move them 100 meters. That's it. 5,000 euros to move these pears 100 meters. If that's what he wants to do, I've got no complaints about that. You know, I think that's perfectly acceptable as far as I'm concerned. So we'll stop right there, and then H. Need to drop those in. Vegetables and fruit storage. We got 3% in there at the moment. It takes a little while to tip them out, though, doesn't it? Once they're all in, we can go and get the next load. We could do with a bigger trailer, really. We've got, I think that's about a quarter. So we got 4 loads that we got to do on here, which is great and all, but it's going to take us a bit of time. So we'll go back up here and we'll get the next lot. Or is this not the only box? I don't know if it... Actually, no, there's a... This camera... It's frustrating. Right, deliver the pears to... Oh, we've just got to go to there. So we literally just come up here and go round in a circle. Go and take the pears back to it. And that'll be another... another 25% of the job done. So we've just got to do this 3 more times. And then we've got 5,000 euros. It's a very easy job to complete. We've got an hour to do it, which isn't too bad. I don't know, actually. Let me just speed time up to the 3 times. And we'll see if the timer for the quest clicks down at the same rate as our actual time. So we can find out if it's real time or if it's in-game time. Because that's going to make a significant difference to how things work. Why is it not tipping? There we go. H. Drop. Down to 56. I'll tell you what I can do. I can speed that up there to 12 times. And 17. Right, no, it's in real time. Because you can see the quest timer left on the top right-hand side is still saying 56 minutes. Whereas now the time is 12:24. So I've just fast-forwarded it 10 minutes. And the quest timer didn't actually drop. So... The amount of time you've got to complete a quest is real time, and it's not related to the actual amount of time that is passing on the map. So it does make it, that is actually quite good. It does make it a lot easier to make sure you get things done. You don't have to worry about controlling the timescale on the game. So if you're wanting to sort of fast forward timescale, fast forward time bit if you're waiting for crops to grow, you can keep it ticking along at a reasonable pace. Right up until you get to that point, so you can keep it ticking over whilst you're doing quests for other people, that's actually a really good thing. In Farming Simulator, you don't have that option. If you go and start a quest, timescale switches down in game. It doesn't matter what you were on before you started the quest. The timescale will always drop back down to 1 time speed for the duration of the quest that you're working on. So there is a slight difference between the two there, and I do quite like that. That is a nice little detail they've got in this one. Doing this trailer now, I reckon that we're going to have to go and get 1 tiny little bit more before we actually complete the quest. Yeah, only a little tiny bit, but it's just a little bit that's left in the box up there, and then it will be quest complete, and we've earned our 5 grand, which has taken us all of 7, well, it'll be 8 minutes by the time we get up there. That's not bad. If I could earn 5 grand every 8 minutes in real life, I'd be a very happy person. And I'm sure there are many people here who'd also feel the same. That would be quite a significant amount. Right, the container has been emptied. We've got another 1,000 kilos in here. So we had 4 loads at 8,000. 8,000. 4 loads at 8 tons apiece. So we had 33 tons that we needed to move in total, and this is the last one. Bring this one up through here, and then I'll be able to go and speak to him. Quest done. Bring that in there. I did wallop his shed. He may not be happy about that. Right, H to drop that one. Quest complete. Right, you received a new email. So let me just get the email a minute. V is for that one. There we go. Email. Hi, Frith guys. Successfully finished your task. Congratulations for that. You receive a fee of 5,000 euros. And you don't actually have to go and speak to the person after you have completed the task. He just vanishes completely into thin air. So that is that task done. We've still got that one down there. I think it would be this field here. I've got a feeling it would be. 10,000 he's offering, but I don't really want to go and harvest that field all by my lonesome. I think it's going to take a very, very long time and be somewhat dull. There's a task up there by the look of it. There we go, look at that. That one is run in the engine. Ah, it could be interesting. teleport is F. It says right there on the side of the screen. So I'm going to go up there. I can't teleport to that one. I cannot teleport to that one. But I can teleport there. So I'm going to teleport up here. And we're going to see what running the engine is all about. I need to go round the back of the shop for this one. Not that way. I want to go over there. I want to go in behind there. Sipma, right there. I want to get in behind that bit. Round here. And there we go. So run in the engine. I'm assuming we're going to do something with this truck. The only thing that I can think of. There we go. Get into the truck. Reach designated points. We have to complete it within an hour. We get 10 grand. Hey man, the thing is, the DAF must be ready for a customer as soon as possible. The guy is on his way already. You can imagine I don't want to lose this deal. The customer is coming from another state to buy our last remaining model. Problem is, the engine must be running first. I admit that my commission on this deal is quite nice, so I can offer you quite a lot for doing this. All you have to do is drive the usual route, get back to the parking lot. What do you say? Sounds good to me. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, we have to reach point 1 and then point 2. So we come over here and we get in. Where is point 1? We've got it. Oh, that's point 1 right there. Well, we ought to be able to reach point 1 without too much trouble. Let's just take a look at this truck a minute. Okay. I like the look of this truck. It does look quite nice. So we'll bring it out onto the road and we can have another little sort of glance over it. There's point 1. But no, overall, I do quite like it. I mean, orange is probably not my first choice of colour for a large truck like this. I think I probably would pick something a little bit of a different colour. But it's still quite still quite shiny and nice. Let's have a look in cab. Sleeper cab, obviously. A double sleeper. Ah. Okay, so we've got a double sleeper in here. And nice wooden style trim. And that, I'm assuming, is like a PDA thing there in the middle. Overall, it looks pretty good. I quite like this truck. So let's go. We'll go to point 1, and then we've got to reach point 2. Where point 2 is, I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's only over there. Oh, and then we've got to reach point 3. I'm guessing that this quest is just going to keep going with lots of extra points to reach as we go on round. So there's that one, point 3 up there. And then we've got to reach point 4. It's not exactly difficult at the moment. I think even I know that I'm driving all over the road, but you know what? I pay tax for the whole road, not just half of it, so I'm well within my rights to use the whole road. I wouldn't advise you to quote that one to a police officer, should he pull you over for using the whole road. If you tell him that you pay tax for the whole road and not half of the road, he might just get a teensy bit upset with you. Just a smidgen. Just putting that out there. He may not like it. We'll see. I haven't yet been pulled over, so at the moment it's not a problem for me. So we come up round here. I'm guessing that we go in sort of a big loop, don't we? Hey. Oh, point 7's over there. I thought for a minute that I'd missed point 7. Well, that field there, I thought it was this big field right behind the guy that was the barley one, but maybe not, because there's no barley growing in that field. So I wonder where that quest is. Right, now I need to go to the next one, which is up here. They've stopped. I'm guessing they've stopped for the train or something. We'll ignore that lot, and we will keep going. On we go. There we go. This is the next point. And then we'll head back round, and it's probably not very far to go to the shop now. We'll just keep going around this loop. Get to point 9. Yeah, that's over there. How do we get to point 9? I'm going to assume that we go round this way. Just keep following this road. Got to reach point 9. Come in. Round there. There it is. There's point 9. Oh, it's still on this road. No, that's okay. We're staying on this road. I thought for a minute maybe we turned off this road. I don't know where we are now. And then we've got to reach point 10. Let me just stop a minute. Squeal to a halt. And oh, we got to go all the way back over there. Does this mean that I can't actually go through the bit that I'm on, and I've got to go back the way that I came in order to get through there? You know, I'm thinking maybe we do. I think that I can't go through this point. This is it. I'm going to run into a wall right here. It's not going to let me go. Bang! Right, so we can't go that way. which means that we want to go this way, and we need to get back to that point, but we've only got to reach point 10. We could either just follow this road, or we could do this. And apparently we can't drive through trees. So we got to go the full length of the map, and we want to kind of keep the cliff to our left-hand side if we can. I don't know if we can do this very well. I don't know if we can do this very easily. Let's just put it like that, shall we? So we go there. I'd like to try and go like through all the town bit so we can like explore around the town a little bit, but we're already out of the town, and it was just a few moments that we were in there. Okay, so we'll go this way. There we go. Straight run all the way up through here. We're going to be getting a lot closer to it. Where do I go from this point? I've got a road. Is this the road that I want to be on? I think actually this is. I think this is... Oh no, there's where I need to go. I'm just going to go straight towards it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure nobody's going to complain about me doing a little bit of cross-country driving. They might if I keep smashing the truck into things, though. They may get a little irate about that. And we can head up over here. We can just sort of... We're just exploring. We're just taking a look around the place. Bit of a steep hill there, but it's alright. And we can come out... Oh, there's another road out here, so we can come out onto that one. Let's not drive into any telegraph poles or anything like that. This is the road we were on before. We've come back to the road we were on before, so we can just stay on this road now, and we should make it back to the shop. Point number 10. That's all we got to do. Point number 10, and we get 5 grand. It's round... Oh, it's this side of the shop now. Squeal to a halt. And stop. Another task waits for you. Right. We can check our emails. There. Running in the engine. 10 grand. It looks like the seller is not going to lose his customer. Ideal. That's brilliant. Everybody's happy. I'm going to jump out of that one a minute. Am I allowed to drive it again? So once I get out? Apparently not. It's not going to let me do that. But we're now up to 50 grand. We haven't done too bad here, really. Let's have a look around. We've got one quest there. Have we got any more? I don't want to do that quest. That is the whole combining thing. Barley harvest. I don't want to do that. What's this? Grain silo. That's my property. Oh. I didn't actually expect that. So we've got our tractor all the way over here, which we may want to actually get to at some point fairly soon. Maybe I can I teleport to one of these things? Looking at these rye grains, it's not... I don't have a teleport option to get to them, which is a little bit of a nuisance. I know what I can do. I can use there is the teleport option in the game. There doesn't seem to be any more quests available at the moment. It's just that one for the harvesting, which I don't want to do right now. So we're going to go, and we're going to get back to... Well, we'll go to that one first. We'll drive that one back home, and then we can always get our tractor a little bit later. I'm not too concerned about it at the moment. That's all I got time for today anyway, so we will come back to this next time, and we will hopefully just fast forward time for the rest of this, and then we can get started on harvesting that field. And then maybe we can get to the bottom of the mystery of how to buy a field, or use hired help anyway. Using hired help would be really nice. I'd like to be able to do that. Then I wouldn't have to keep doing it all for myself. It would just make life a lot easier. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, then please hit down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.